Hey Blades fans, welcome back to Hertz Arena and another Florida Everblades pregame show. I'm Hannah Jo Goves alongside Jake Maurice. Happy New Year to you all, Jake. Happy New Year. So glad to be back with you. So we had a little bit of an extended break for a lot of different reasons, but we're so glad to be back with you today. Jake, if we go back in time here, the Blades did a series against Savannah on the road, lost the first game, won the next two. What turned things around for the Blades in that series?
First one was unfortunately just really not the Blades' night. Savannah came out with a lot of speed. Florida wasn't quite ready to counter it, and they adjusted really well going into Saturday and Sunday, and they were able to slow the Ghost Pirates offense down and get some timely goals for themselves that really changed the momentum of those games. Craig Needham, an early one in the third period in the Sunday game that turned out to be the game winner. Taryn Pfizer had a similar goal on Saturday for the insurance marker. Both those goals really took the Ghost Pirates out of the game. And then they also had both their goalies, Will Cranley and Cam Johnson, show up big Saturday and Sunday night.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Both of them had 37 save games, and Will Cranley is undefeated in his last 7 in the crease. How are these goaltenders different yet so effective for Florida?
Cranley's a little bit bigger, so he's got more of a size factor. Him coming up to the top of the crease, he takes away a lot of lanes to shoot by him, and he's just so confident right now. You talk to him, it's a very quiet confidence, and then CJ, we know he's confident.
Yes.
It's been a while since he had a game like that where he's been peppered, really.
Yeah.
He was hunched over at the end of it, feeling the effects, but boy, he really... on that Sunday game where the team's legs, third game in 3 days, kind of going out at the end of it, he carried them the rest of the way after Needham gave him that early lead. So Johnson, sort of a vintage Cam Johnson performance to guide the Everblades into the holiday break with a win.
And we love to see that, yes. So we did get a break, 11 days where we did not play. And that wasn't just the Blades. That was every team in the ECHL had a little bit of a break. Some teams did get to play, some teams did not. We were one of the teams that have had a very long time without.
Yeah, it's just the way the schedule worked out.
Yes. How does that affect the Blades coming into tonight, would you say?
Well, it's going to be interesting because Orlando played on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So they played enough days ago that they still can be qualified as rested for this one, but they did get one in, so they certainly aren't rusty. They got a nice 6-3 win over the Jacksonville Icemen. Their offense really came out. Reese Newkirk, 4 assists in that game. We know Orlando's got a strong offense when they come to play. For Florida, that means you've got to start pretty quick. You've got to get your legs out under you right away. A couple fresh guys into the lineup will help with that, right? Guys coming off injuries, making their returns. That'll help the Blades line up. Get a little bit of a jolt right off the hop, and you're in front of your home crowd, so you've got to use that right away because you can't have a sluggish start against this team that's feeling good about themselves. Orlando, they've gotten points in 12 of their last 14 games.
I do think the energy sides with the Blades tonight, as we have Logan Lambden skating in his 200th ECHL game, and then Isaac Nurse, the Energizer Bunny, the one who can go up and down the ice like it's nothing. Those are both back tonight. How is that going to affect things?
I mean, it's huge. These are two guys who haven't played it all this year, so they're a little bit lower in the lineup maybe than they would be regularly in a couple weeks, right? But they're back.
Yeah.
And it's great for the fans. They get to see some of their favorites out there again. It's great for the guys who've had some chemistry with them before. They get guys they're familiar with. It's not like these are new guys coming in. These are guys that the guys out there, the returners, know how they play. They know how to ingratiate them into the lineup.
Yeah.
And it's just two guys that are, we're going to be happy to be out there. They're going to be loud on the bench. They're going to be energized and just wanting to get into everything because they're just happy to be back.
I can't wait to see them back. On the Orlando side, I wanted to talk about Spencer Kirsten. He's 3rd in the league for points right now. What's been going right for him specifically?
I mean, he's just such a dynamic skater and shooter, and you have to be aware when he's on the ice, especially if you're going in for a defensive zone face-off and he's on the other side of it. You need to have eyes on him, someone almost glued to him at all times.
Okay.
Don't break your coverage for him. Right. You don't want to do that for any player in the league. But he certainly is the guy you need to be the most cognizant of whenever he's out there, because there have been games this year where he's single-handedly won them for Orlando. There was one a few weeks ago. They won 4-3. He scored all 4 goals.
Wow.
He can do that. He can take over a game.
Yeah.
So you've got to slow him down, punish him along the wall, and make sure passing lanes in general are closed up, because he's not the only weapon they have, but especially keeping the puck away from him in the attacking zone, paramount importance for Florida tonight.
Okay, so that is one major thing, but I want to get into the direct effect marketing, 3 keys of the game. It's 2026. We want that first win. Give it to us.
Yeah, you want to keep the good times from 2025 rolling into the new year.
Yes.
Biggest part of that is keeping the good times going at home. We've had a lot of fun at Hertz Arena over the last calendar year, and we want to start it off the right way. That means the guys need to use the energy from the crowd to go into our second key and get that fast start we talked about, right? This is not a game where you can have mundane 20 minutes to start it off.
It's going to be hard to come back.
Yeah, you've got to get out there, get on them early. If you can tack on an early goal, really get the crowd going after an unexpected break for them as well. We were expecting to see all of them here last week, so it's a little different. We're going to need them to get going, and we know there's no rust on those guys.
Right.
And then finally, the special teams at home particularly hasn't been Florida's strongest this year. The Everblades, for reference, they've got the best penalty kill in the league overall, but they rank 22nd at home this year. So you want to see the special teams. They're good overall. It's been, but at home
for some reason,
it hasn't been what it's been on the road, where they've been just lights out.
Yeah.
So getting some of that here to Hertz Arena, the crowd would love it.
Yeah.
So get that in here, and that can help you get the win tonight. It's
Absolutely.
about New Year's resolutions, right? You're building new habits. That's one for the Blades, better at home on the special teams.
Great perspective. I love it. I love it. And Blades fans, we have 2 jerseys up for auction on the Dash Auction app for you. This is the Peanuts one. This is what we are wearing tonight. It benefits the Animal Refuge Center. And then, Jake, you are wearing the Marvel Knight jersey. That is what we are wearing tomorrow, and that is to benefit NCH. So go on that Dash Auction app. 2 different jerseys, 2 great causes. Go get your name in. All right, Blades fans, we are so glad to be back with you in 2026. Next up is warm-ups, and then it's the Orlando Solar Bears versus your Florida Everblades. We'll see you there.